Okay, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, let's start essay part. Yeah. Okay, today, before that, your timetable is released. Uh, for, I think you all have timetable. I have already sent into group. Your exam starting date 12th. 12th is the ET first paper, ET OBST, and what's the second paper date? Joel, do you remember? Sarmia? ET and BST second paper? I think 14th, as I remember. Yeah, 12th evening. 1 to 3 ET first paper, ET and BST both. Mm, yeah, 14th morning, 8:30 to 11:40, ET and BST both second paper. 19th, then 14th, 14th mean Friday. Then you have 4 days. 19th of May, 19th mean again Wednesday. You have Friday. Yeah, Friday you finish ET second paper. Then but that make a hadagan timetable. You have to prepare timetable. 12th 1 to 3 p.m. ET OBST first one, first paper. 14th morning, 8:30 to 11:40 a.m. ETOBST second paper. Then 19th of, you have 4 days gap. Friday is ET second one, ETOBST. Then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. හතරක් තියෙනවා පස්වෙනි දවස් තමයි fourth මේ fifth day after ET. Then it's a S15 morning, right? S50 first paper, 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. first one. Yeah, this is we have a chance. The next one, 24th. Again, you have 3 days. Ne? Yeah, මේ ජනරල් දාලා තියෙන මයික් කොමන් එකට දාන්න. ඒක බලන්න මම බැලුවේ නෑ චෙක් කරන්න. 24th of Monday, SFT second paper. Yeah, again morning, 8:30 to 11:40 a.m. SFT second paper. Yeah, you have a valuable opportunity to, you have 4 days gap between SFT, ET, and 3 days gap between first paper and second paper. But මේ අතරේ මොනවා හරි තියෙනවද? 21st common general test. 21st no problem. Then what is the ICT? ICT 29th. Again you have 5 days gap. No, 4 days, no problem. Second paper 1st of September. Okay, this time the timetable is for technology students very good. You have enough time period between papers, each part. Okay, let's start paper. Then how many days remain? What is today? Today covered the 9th, no? You have only 62 days. 62 days. Okay, if you work with very scheduled plan, definitely you can change your result within this 61 days. Definitely you can change your result at least 1 grade. If you in B level, definitely you can go to A. If you in C level now at this moment, definitely you can change up to B pass or A pass also. If you're doing maximum, your maximum potential, right? Okay, let's start essay part. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, the National Water Supply and Drainage Board of Sri Lanka intended to present a new pricing formula for water units with reducing water consumption in the country. For this, a random sample of 150 houses, 150 houses in Sri Lanka was selected. It's a random sample of 150 houses selected. Then this is number of water consumption. This is water consumption 21 to 40, 41 to 60, 61 to 80, and it is a discrete distribution. Now I told group frequency distribution, there are two main types: group frequency distribution, continuous group frequency distribution, and discrete group frequency distribution. It's a discrete means they have gaps. Discrete group frequency distributions have gap between classes, right? If it is continuous like this, 20 to 40, if it is again starting 40, it is continuous. 40, 60, now it is continuous. It's continuous, no gaps between classes. But this one is a discrete group frequency distribution, right? Discrete group frequency distribution. Okay. Okay, now I forgot something. Now this is final 60 days. Now this is final 60 days. past lessons. Now we have complete, I think 19 lessons completed in online class. 19 lessons completed. We have another 2 lessons and 3 ICT lessons, ICT part. We can, with this month we can complete. Now tomorrow we doing in fluid mechanism. We have only Bernoulli's theorem, only 2 hour session. Bernoulli's theorem, it's a very important, I think, essay question this time. Okay, therefore don't miss tomorrow class. uh, Tomorrow we doing Bernoulli's theorem and its all applications, how to explain all applications according to Bernoulli's theorem. That's very important. And how to do Bernoulli's theorem calculations. Right? After that, we have only 2 theory lessons on. 2 theory lessons, cell structure, environment chemistry. Before next week, you can get your final tute back. Then the syllabus is completed within this month. But after that, you have another 30 days for ready to exam. I just want to inform, these days, these final 60 days, you don't try to go through again and again lessons. Right? Now we already covered. No? You have to more focus into questions. If again questions the same lessons, you same. Now if it is statistic, don't try to by heart statistic lesson. Lesson don't, it doesn't require now for final days. It don't have any value, but you can try questions. Each lesson you can separate past paper questions and work on them, right? Now this is a water consumption, and this is a number of households within this range. First one, complete the above table by adding class boundary, class mark, cumulative frequency and percentage cumulative frequency. Okay. Now I am going to draw this table. Okay, this is class limits. Class limits mean actually classes. Class limits mean any doubt? Yes, you can give a recording. I hope this time in physics part there is electricity lesson question. That means Kirchhoff law question compulsory essay part, and Bernoulli's theorem in fluid mechanism, Bernoulli's theorem and Kirchhoff law. You have to more focus into these lessons, Kirchhoff law and Bernoulli's theorem. Essay part, 6 essay, 2 essay questions. Okay, class limits. Class boundary, class mark and cumulative frequency and percentage cumulative frequency. It is frequency, right? Frequency means Fi, frequency. It is class boundary, class boundary. Class boundary. Cumulative, sorry, class limit. Class limit. Class limit, we got class mark. Class mark. Then cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. Percentage cumulative frequency. Right? Percentage cumulative frequency. Okay, this is my table. Percentage cumulative frequency. Now I am going to fill class limits already. Uh, water consumption 2140, 2140, 4160, 6180, 8100, 101, 101, 120, 121, 121, 140. Okay, now you can fill number of household 20, 55, 35. 20, 15, 5. Class boundaries. Class boundaries. How to get class boundaries? I'm again revising, right? I know you already know this. Okay, how to get class boundaries? You have to get the difference between two classes. The difference between two classes. Now it is 41, sorry. Not 40, 40. 41. 41. 40 and 41. What is the gap? It is 1. Then 1 divided by 2, it is 0.5. 21 minus 0.5, it is 20.5. 40 plus 0.5. 40.5. Right? 40.5. 60.5. 60.5. 80.5. 80.5. 100.5. 100.5. 120.5. 120.5. 140.5. Right? They are the class boundaries. The next column, class mark. What's the meaning of class mark? That we called as xi. That we called as xi. Right. How to get the class mark? The class mark means the midpoint of any class. The midpoint. Method. The midpoint of any class. Okay, how to get class mark? Add class limit and divide by 2. Add upper class limit plus lower class limit, divide by 2. Then 40 plus 21, 61. 61 divided by 2, it is 30.5. 30.5 is the class mark. Now 60 plus 40, it is 41, it is 101. 101 divided by 2, 50.5. Then you can follow same order. 70.5, 90.5, 110.5, 130.5. Right? The next one, cumulative frequency. I told if cumulative frequency without a less than more than word, cumulative frequency means just adding. That means less than cumulative frequency. Adding frequency. First group cumulative frequency 2, 75, 105. No, 110. No? 75 plus 35. Yeah, 110. 130. 145, 150. If you correct the total, the sum of frequency come should come to final value. Now it is 150 household. Now it is correct. Now it is correct. Now it is correct. The final one, percentage cumulative frequency. Percentage cumulative frequency. How to get the percentage cumulative frequency? That means cumulative frequency. Now first class cumulative frequency 20. 20 divided by the total cumulative frequency 150 into 100%. Now it is 2 and 3. No, 2 divided by 3. Then all frequencies multiply by 2 and divide by 3. Right? 20 into 2, 40. 40 divided by 3. 40 divided by 3. What's the value? 13.38, right? Correct, Joel? Correct, right? 13.38%. It's percentage value. It's percentage value. The next one, 75 into 2, 150. 150 divided by 3. It is 50%. 50%. 110 into 3, 330. Sorry, 220. 220 divided by 3. 73.3. 130 into 2, 260. 260 divided by 3. 260 divided by 3. 86.6. 96.6, right? Final one, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I got all percentage values in the first decimal point. No problem. You can get into first decimal point that enough. Okay. Right. Okay. Calculate the mean of units of water consumed in a month by the 150 household in the sample. That means the mean of this sample, the mean of water consumption of this sample. Okay, how to calculate for this? Now for this question there is no any method mentioned, right? Then you can use easy method, FIXI method. You can use the FIXI method. You have to get another column for this table. You can get another column for this table. This is FIXI into XI, right? FI into XI. FI into XI. Okay, Fi, this is frequency is Fi. The Xi is class mark. Class mark. The mid value is the Xi. Right. Now you can get the sum, the multiplication of 35 into 20. 30.5 into 20, 610. 55 into 50.5. 0.5. 2777.5. Now Fi 35 into 110 into 70.5, not 100. 70.5 into 35. 2467.5. 0.5. It's 0.5, right? Now Fi 20, Xi 90.5. 90.5 into 20 again. 1810. 15 into 110.5. 1657.5. 130.5 into 5. 652. 652.5. This is Fi(xi). Now you can get the sum of Fi(xi). But what's the meaning of nitrogen? 67. Okay. Now you can get sum of Fi(xi). That means sigma Fi(xi). Sigma Fi(xi). Sigma Fi it is 150, right? 150. Sigma Fi it is 150. It is giving in the question. It is given in the question. Now this one sum. It is 9,975. 9,975. Now, the question part 2. The mean in short form we called as x bar equal sigma I equal 1 to n Fi xi divide by sigma I equal 1 to n Fi, right? Sigma Fi equal 150. Sigma Fi xi equal 9975, right? The answer equals 60.5 units. 60.5 water units is the mean water units consumption. Units compulsory, right? If not, you will lose 2 marks. Units compulsory because the question asks, see the question, calculate the mean of unit water. Mean unit of water. Then you have to mention the mean 60.5 is units, right? Units. Okay, let's go quickly. Because a statistic question You all are correct. Let's move into quickly coordinate geometry question. It's a good question. Calculate the maximum possible value of for the range of the above cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, the maximum possible value for range 140 minus 21. That's the maximum possible value for range. It's a group frequency distribution. We don't know the exact value for range. Therefore, we can get approximate value. However, the maximum possible value for range 140 minus 21, it is 119. The minimum possible value for range 121 minus 40. 121 minus 40. Maximum possible value for range part 3 140 minus 21, it is 190. 19 units. The next one, fourth one, the price of a unit of water is 50 rupees. Calculate the cost of water for all these 150 houses. No fixed charges of water, no extra charges. Then only 1 unit equal 50 rupees. 1 unit equal 50 rupees. Then how many units consumed with it? Okay, this is water units, right? This is water units. This is number of households. Then what is the total number of units? Units used by 150 houses, it is 9,975, because this is number of households. This is a class appropriate value. Actually, we don't know. With 21 and 40 frequency 20 households, right? ඒක අතර 20 තියෙනවා, but we don't know ඒ 20ම 21ද, ඒ කියන්නේ all houses use 21 or 40, we don't know. That's why we get more fair value as midpoint, right? Midpoint multiplied by frequency. Then the total water consumption 9,975. 9,975 is the total water consumption, liters. So the units. Then fourth one, 9,975 multiplied by 50, because 1 unit equal 50 rupees. Now answer is unit compulsory, right? 498,750. Comma. Okay. Stucky. Is it okay now? Sure. You know, how about now? Okay. 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 This is a total cost for 150 houses. The total unit consumption 9,975. Approximately, it is not the exact value. Approximately, how it, why we call it is approximate value? Because oh, I got the class mark for mid value of each class, right? We don't know it is exact value, but we got more fair value for each classes, right? More fair value. Right. Yeah. Then 9,975 multiplied by 50, because one unit equal to 50. The cost 50 rupees. Then the total cost 498,750. Okay. Let's move into next one. B. Draw the percentage cumulative frequency curve for the distribution in table 1 above in the graph paper provided. Okay, let's draw this. Percentage cumulative frequency curve. If it is percentage cumulative frequency curve, it will be easy. Lazy. Why? You already know always y-axis 100 required. X-axis class boundaries. Any graph, x-axis class boundary. X-axis class boundary. It is class boundary. Class boundary. First one starting from 20.5, 50.5, sorry, 40.5, 60.5, 80.5, 100.5, 120.5, 140.5. No problem. It's class boundary, right? It is percentage cumulative frequency. percentage cumulative frequency my y-axis, 10, 20, 30, 40, only unit 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, it is percentage cumulative frequency. This access labeling compulsory, right? Access label. Now you can especially you have to add this mark because the gap is not same, right? It's 0. It is 0. 0 and 20.5 gap 20.5. But 20.5 to 40.5 only 20, right? The gap is not same. Therefore, you have to add this mark. Right? Remember. Now you can mark this data, percentage cumulative frequency data on this graph. I told in less than cumulative percentage curve or percentage, normal percentage cumulative curve, same. You need to mark on upper boundary always. Each class upper boundary, cumulative percentage value, each class upper boundary. 13.3, 13.3, 13.3. May hurry. 13.3. Next one 50%. 50%. 73.3. 73.3. 86.6. 86, always upper boundary, right? 86.6. 86.6. Sorry. It's 85, 86.6. 96.6. Final 100%. Right? Now you can draw a smooth curve like this. Smooth curve along this point. Like this. Right? This is the percentage cumulative frequency curve. This is a percentage cumulative frequency curve. They are the requirements, right? You have to label axis and check the gap in x-axis and add this mark if it is required, and draw a smooth curve compulsory. If you draw with all requirement, you can get the full marks, right? Comma the end only. Okay, the graph is done now. Answer the following question based on the percentage cumulative frequency curve. Find the median units of water consumed in a month. Median unit, now it is percentage cumulative frequency curve. Now it is very simple. How to get median mean mid value? You can get the median by drawing a dash line like this. It's compulsory to draw. And the end only. If not, you don't have marks. You have draw dash lines. Only dash line, right? Dash line. Okay. It is approximately 20, may 60. 60 වගේ තියෙන්නේ බලමු. 60.5 or 60 median. You have to get a value between 60 and 60.5. 60 and 60.5. If you got, you have marks. 60 to 61, you have mark. මේ අතර value එකක්, not a range. 60.2, 60.5. right? Any value. Find the interquartile range units water consumed in a month. Okay, how to get interquartile range? Interquartile range mean the middle 50% range actually. Then first you have to get first quartile and third quartile. First quartile you can easily calculate now. You can easily find that 25% is a, draw a dash line 25% like this. Get this value. It is Q1 and Q3 you can get a dash line from 75%, then draw a line like this. Get this value, right? This 3 dash lines compulsory. මේ dash lines තුන හරියට ඇඳලා තියෙන්න ඕන. Right? Then Q1 approximately, now my one is wrong, my graph is more thick. Now it is 40 to 41 end on. 40 to 41 Q1. Q1 40 to 41. Q3 80 to 82 to 83. මේ අතර එකක්. Then interquartile range the gap between those two values 36 to 37, right? මෙන්න මේ අතර එකක් ආව නම් හරි, right? Jenol, are you correct? Find the number of households that as consume more than 100 units of water. More than 100 unit was more than 100. Number of household more than 100. The thing you have to find the 100 in this class boundary x-axis, right? Draw a dash line now. 100 වලින් අඳිනවා dash line එකක් මෙහෙම. Until meet the curve. Draw a vertical line until meet the curve, right? Then you can get this value, right? More than 100 we need, right? It is 86% again. 86% mean it is less than 86% less than මේ part එක, right? This less than 100 units, it is 86%, right? But then more than 100%, not 100%, more than 100 units, 100 units of water, then it is 86. 100 minus 86, 14%. 14%, right? 14% mean 14 from 115, sorry, 14 from 100, then into 150, you have to divide by 2 and 3. Then it is 21 houses. 21 houses. 21 houses. 21 houses more than 100. More than 100. Amina, understood? 86 less than 100 units. 86%. Then only 14% more than 100 units. I got Ravindran? That's why I got the actually methoding this dash line giving 86%, but it is less than 100 units. More than 100 units, 14%. 14% mean number of households, 14 from 100 into 150. It is 21 houses. Understood? Nitujan? Janul? Joel? Yeah, that's a main point you have to remember. Hi. Number of household 21 or 22 ඒ වගේ පොඩි range එකක් okay. Again D part. Remember that every statistic, not only statistic question, every essay question, the final part you have to more careful because it is critical thinking question always. Therefore, you have to think carefully in order to reduce domestic water consumption. The water supply and drainage board decide to increase the price per unit of water for household consuming more than 41 units of water. According to the number of units of water consumed, the additional amount per unit of water is shown in the table 2. That means additional 2 rupees apply for 41 to 60 consumption, right? 61 to 80 additional 3 rupees adding, right? That means may range then 52 is the price, 53 is the price, 50. Okay, right? Okay, I told you now the additional charge per unit of water is 41 to 60 household consumption household. Now it is initially 50, now additional charge 2, then 52, right? For second group it is 53, 54, 55, 56. Right? Now this question asking, using the table 2 above, calculate the total amount to be paid for the water bill by the above 150 houses. Again the same question again appear කලින් කොහොමද කරේ? All value multiplied by 50 multiplied by 50, but now it is difference. Okay, how to do? What to do? Previously the number of households, the number of units, use all 150 household multiplied by 50, but now according to group, according to class, the value will be changing, the price will be changing per unit. Then what to do? Okay, it is simple, man. It's simple. Now for first class there is no any additional charge for first class. For 21 to 40 no any additional charge. The number of households 20, the number of household 20, then water consumption Yeah, this first minimum usages 20 houses, no any additional charge, no any additional charge. Then you can again prepare table, then you can get easy. Yeah, it is for part, final part D. (21 to 40). 21 to 40. What is the class mark? 30.5 if xi, right? Xi 30.5. The charge per 1 unit, it is 50. No any additional charge. No any additional charge. And number of houses 20. Number of houses 20. ඒකත් අපි දාගමු. Part D, number of houses 20. Right? Number of houses 20. No need class limits now. For second one, 50.5. 50.5. 50.5. Number of household 55. Now the charge per 1 unit, it is 52. No, 2 rupees adding. Right? 2 rupees adding. 70.5 is a class mark of next class, the fair value. 35 is the number of house. The charge 53 per 3 need. Check your paper. 53, yes. 53 is the yeah, 53 is the new charge. Next 90.5. 20 is the number of households. 54 is the new charge. Right? 110.5. 110.5. 130.5. It is 15 and final one 5. It is 55 charge new. 56 is the final new charge. Okay, let's confirm these new charges. We are correct, right? Yeah, correct. T 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. Now you can get separately the charge. Separately you can get each group the cost. Just multiply. Multiply කරලා දාන්න මේට. Right. 20 into 30.5, that is a number of unit consumption, then multiply by 50, because for first group it is only 50 is the charge, right? 20 into 30 0.5 into 50. 30,500. 55 into 50.5 into 52. Now 35 into 70.5 into 53. 0.5. 54. 54. Sorry. 97,740. 15 into 110.5 into 55 now rupees. $130.5 into 5 into 56 now. Now you can get the sum of these values. $531,149, not 150, 150 rupees. Understood? I got, yeah, that's why I told the final question you have to be more careful. Okay, it is the full method. If you have in full idea, you have a lot of short methods. Short method mean if you already got the FIXI, no? FIXI you already got. FIXI you already got, then you can directly substitute for that. Yeah. Understood? Yeah. Joel, now the water consumption initially, previously it's mentioned the water consumption cost per 1 unit is equal 50 for all houses. Then if it is all houses, directly you can multiply this total units consumed by 150 houses multiplied by 50, that's correct. But now for each group the cost per 1 unit is different. For first group 50, no problem, but 50 52, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is different now. Right? That's why I got for first class 30.5 is the fair value. That means class mark. Right? The number of classes 20. Right? Then 20 into 30.5, that is the number of units used by first class. First class again 20 houses use number of units. Then it is multiplied by 50 because එයාලගේ charge එක 50 නේ. Right? Second class, the fair value 50.5, the number of houses 55. Then this is a made a multiplication is the number of units used by one house, not one house, 55 houses. Then multiplied by 52 because they are charged 52 now. Understood? Then continue. Then I got the total value. Fine. Right. General understood? Amina? Yeah, actually, I explained, right? Fy xi you already got in previous table, right? Within 610, if you directly multiply by 50, that one also correct, right? Make a mixture pen. I just explained, but you have short method in previous table. Fy xi you already got. Let's move into question number 2. Okay, it's a good question. It's a complete coordinate geometry question. The figure above show the plan of a within a culvert within an arch on a coordinate plane. The x coordinate axis represents the horizontal surface and EF is straight line parallel to the x-axis. EF. Where it is EF? EF. X is the horizontal axis. EF parallel to x-axis. That means that one also horizontal. EF. The coordinate axis scale unit represent a length of 1 feet. That's important. මේ වගේ point එකක් very important. In coordinate axis scale unit represent the length of 1 feet. 1 unit represent 1 feet. 1 unit mean the gap between two lines, may two values, right? Think it is 0. Think it is 1. This is 1 unit. In this diagram, they have given the scale 1 unit. The gap between two values equal to 1 feet. 1 feet, right? Equal to 1 feet. Okay. Now, ABC represent the arc and take the form of a function of the formula 1 y equal minus 2x square minus 16x. Minus 16x. Calculate the vertical height of the arch. Calculate the vertical height of the arch. Okay, how to calculate the vertical height of this arch? Good question. How to calculate the vertical height of this arch? Arch vertical height. That means this vertical height. H is asking. Okay, it is very simple. You can calculate turning point. Now the equation is given. The formula is given. Now you can easily calculate the turning point coordinates of this B point, right? Turning point coordinates of B point. How to calculate turning point coordinates? First, we can get the x coordinate of turning point. What is the equation? Minus b over 2a. Minus b over 2a. What's the minus b? Minus b. Now, what is the equation? Minus 2x squared y equal minus 2x squared minus 16x. Okay, this is the equation. Minus 2x squared minus 16x. Okay. Now, minus b mean minus minus 16, right? Divide by 2 into minus 2, 2a. Then minus minus plus, it is 16. 2 into 2, 4, minus 4. 16 over minus 4, it is minus 4 is the x. Minus 4 is the x coordinate. Turning point x coordinate. Now, how to get the turning point y coordinate? Turning point y coordinate is the perpendicular height, vertical height actually. Turning point y coordinate, very important. This type question most probably this type question come in this time, right? Then it is minus 4. Now we can confirm our answer, no? If it is 0, this value should be minus value, then it is minus 4. Now this turning point x coordinate minus 4. How I got? Using minus x over minus b over 2a equation, our regular equation to calculate the turning point. Then I am going to calculate the y coordinate of turning point. Our common equation y equal ax squared plus bx plus c, right? But the equation is given. Then you can directly substitute into y equal minus 2x squared minus 16x. X value equal minus 4. X value equal minus 4. Now equal minus 2 into minus 4 squared, because x equal minus 4, right? Yeah, x value equal minus 4. 16 into minus 4, right? Now minus 2 into, minus 4 squared, 16. Minus 4 into minus 4, it is plus 16. Plus 16 into minus 2, minus 32. Minus 16 into 4, 32, 64. 64 minus 64. Now what happened? This minus plus calculation always you have to practice, right? Minus 32 minus minus plus 32 plus 64. Now what is the answer? Y coordinate equal turning point y coordinate 32 plus 32 minus 32 plus 64 plus 34 is the answer, right? Understood, Joel? Then the turning point y coordinate, that means this value, menna meyage value එක, it is 32. 32. Then we can say this h equal vertical height equal 32 units. 32 units mean 32 feet, because 1 unit equal 1 feet. 1 unit equal 1 feet. Now answer 32 feet. Units compulsory, 32 feet. You all clear? Amina? Really understand. If you have any doubt, please ask me, because this time most probably this type question is more sure. coordinate geometry එකක් එයි. Because last time also don't have coordinate geometry. Okay, let's move into next one. Find the coordinates of the turning point of B. Turning point B. Now we already got. Now vertical height previously got. In second part answer. For second part answer. Second part. Now B point coordinate you already got. Then අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ x coordinate -4, comma y coordinate 32 plus 32 coordinates. Coordinate. Previously got the vertical height of the arch, right? -4, comma 32. You know, clear? Ravindra? Hi. Let's move into next part. Find the coordinate of point A and C of the function. A and C. A and C. A and C mean x-axis cutting point, right? X-axis cutting point of this arch. X-axis එක cut වෙන points දෙක. X-axis cutting points of this arch. X-axis cutting points of this arch. X-axis cutting points of this arch. Okay, then how to get these x-axis cutting points? Any idea? Do you remember the equation? You have to remember the equation. Sir. Now, yeah, you have to remember the equation. X-axis cutting point. How to calculate? Yeah. Third one. X-axis cutting point. What is the equation? Minus B plus or minus. You have to remember this equation. In exam, not giving any exam equation. Square root b squared minus 4ac divide by 2a divide by 2a minus b. Now what is the b value? B value, this is a, this is b, minus 16, right? Minus 16 plus or minus b squared, b squared mean minus 16 squared minus 4 into a mean minus 2, c 0, no? C 0 divide by 2 into a value minus 2, right? Now equal minus 16 plus 16 plus or minus 16 squared what's a minus 16 squared? Now this part 0, right? I mean, my part take 0 because 4 into minus 2 into 0, 256. If it is this entire part 0, it's minus 16 squared square root. Then again 16, it is plus 16 now. Plus 16 divide by minus 4. 2 into 2, 4 minus 4. I got this, Joel. This entire part 0. Then minus 16 square 256. 256. 256 square root 16 plus 16. Hurry. Then you can get the first x-axis cutting point x1 16 plus 16 divided by minus 4. Then second x-axis cutting point 16 minus 16 divided by minus 4. Now first x-axis cutting point 32 divided by 4, it is minus 8, right? Minus 8. May 16 minus 16, 0. Then first x-axis cutting point minus 8, second x-axis cutting point 0. Understood? Then you can see this diagram is not drawn according to the correct scale, right? Actually it is 0. Then it is 0. It is minus 8. Minus 8. Minus 8. 0, minus 4, minus 8. Amina? Understood? You know, the C point 0, right? It's 0, coordinate 0. X coordinate 0. That means its origin. Its origin. Right, these equations you have to remember. X-axis cutting point equation, turning point equation. You have to remember, right? But that's the story. Find the coordinate of A and C. A and C coordinates, honey, not cutting point. Then A coordinate. Yeah, careful. Now, coordinate of A. Now, A coordinate x-axis minus 8, comma 0. Always remember x-axis cutting point mean y-axis 0, y value 0. Then C coordinate 0, 0. That's origin. Origin. It's origin. Fourth one, state with reason whether this function passes through the origin of the coordinates axis or not. Origin sorry, this arch is passing through origin or not? Yeah, definitely it is passing. Definitely it is passing through origin. The reason C point coordinate 0, 0. C point coordinate you got 0, 0. Therefore, it is passing through the origin. Hurry. Let's move into part B. The part B from unit functions. The equation of the straight line DE of the curve is y equal 5x plus 80. Right? Y equal 5x plus 80 is the DE. Hurry. Then api DE hoyaga. DE. This is a DE straight line. DE straight line. Right? DE. Its equation y equal 5x plus 80. 5x plus 80 is the equation. 5x plus 80 is the equation. Right? 5x plus 80 is the equation. Right. Now, part B. Find the coordinate of point D. Yeah, the D point coordinates asking. D point coordinates asking. Yeah, this is a D point. This is a point D. This point D. This point D. Do you have any idea how to get the D point coordinates? D point coordinates. Now, what is the y value of D point? Now it is x comma y. Y value 0 because it is D point, cutting point of x axis. Now y value equals 0. Now you already know the equation. Equation එක දන්නවා. There are key points. Exam always asking this type question. මේ වහලක් තියෙනවා. හරිද? D point y value 0. Now my equation of this DE line y equal 5x plus 80. Y equal 5x plus 80, right? Then y value equals 0. 5x plus 80. Now 80 get into this side, it is minus 80 equal 5x. Now x equal minus 80 divided by 5, it is minus 16. Minus 16. Then D point coordinates x value minus 16 comma 0. Hari. Api diagram ekata gihin balamu. Let's see in the diagram our value is acceptable or not. Now it is acceptable, no? It is minus 8, it is minus 16. Okay. 0, minus 4, minus 18, minus 16. Great. Hari. Next question. Find the coordinate of point E and the vertical height of AE of the culvert. Find first coordinate of E. E this is the E. Okay, now E point, what is the X value? E point X value, you already got, it is -8. X equal -8, right? Then you need only Y value. Same story. The same equation, because same straight line, second one, y equal 5x plus 80, y value equal -8 equal 5x, sorry, x value is -8, y equal 5 into -8 plus 80, y equal 5 into 8, 40, minus 40 plus 80, then y equal plus 40, right? 40. Then it is 40. Now it is acceptable, no? Now it is 40. 32 may 40 went on, right? Now it is 40. Now E point coordinates, -8 x value, y value 40. Understood? Joel, Amina, Ravindra, you know. Now everything solved. Then let's see make it through. Now y value 40, right? Now B. B part 3. Let's move into part 3. Find the slope. I forgot previous part. There is another part, no? And vertical height of AE of the culvert. Vertical height also 40. AE vertical height 40. 40. That means this height, AE vertical height 40. 40. 40. 40 feet. The AE vertical height, AE equal 40 feet. 40 feet. 40 feet. That's the second one, complete answer, right? Third one, find the slope and the extreme segment of the straight line FG and write its equation. Find the slope and FG. Find the FG straight line. This is FG straight line. FG straight line. Slope means gradient. Now how about F coordinates? F point coordinates. Yeah, y value 40 and x value 0, right? Then 0, 40 is the F coordinate. Right? 0, 40. G coordinate. G coordinate also you can find x value 10, y value 0. Then 10, 0. Now you know both coordinates. 0, 40, 10, 0. Now how to get the slope mean gradient? The straight line slope mean it's gradient. Third one, gradient equal, if you know the coordinates, y coordinates difference, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Y coordinate difference, then y coordinate difference 40 minus 0. 40 minus 0. X coordinate difference, you have to follow the same direction. You can't get 10 minus 0, right? 40 minus 0, 0 minus 10, 0 minus 10, 0 minus 10, 40 minus 0, 40, 0 minus 10 minus 10 equal 40 minus 4, right? This is a gradient. This is a gradient. Slope mean gradient, right? Fg and write its equation. The equation also asking. The equation mean how about its intercept? How about Fg intercept? Fg intercept mean y-axis cutting point, right? Y-axis cutting point. No need to calculate. It is 40. Y-axis cut point 40 valadi because it is given. The y-axis cutting point 40. Then the equation intercept 40. Then you can directly write the equation y equal minus 4x, that means gradient mx, plus c mean 40. This is the equation. The very simple questions. Marmalade. Next one. B4. Explain with reasons whether these straight lines DE and FG intersect each other perpendicularly or not when extended. You can tell if it is extended, if it is perpendicularly may intersect or not. Okay, how to calculate? Now what is the previous M1 equal? Now it is fourth one, right? M1 equal previous one gradient 5. M1 equal 5. M2 equal this one gradient minus 4. Minus 4. Now you know M1 into M2, if it is minus 1, it is perpendicular. M1 5 into minus 4, it is minus 20. Now it is not minus 1. Therefore, it's not intercept perpendicularly. It's not intersect perpendicularly. But it is intersecting. Then a cut me. These two lines intersecting, right? May then a cut make sorry. But it is not perpendicular, right? It's intersecting, but it is not perpendicular. Well, it's not perpendicular, right? Okay, up to now, any doubt? We did very important part. Genuine? See, the cross-sectional area of each arch, the cross-sectional area of arch covered by ABC, function of the culvert is 180 square feet. 180 square feet is arch, right? Calculate the surface area of one side of culvert as shown in the diagram. Okay, now how about what is the shape of this culvert? That means the shaded area is asking, right? Without the arch is it's a hollow region. Make a honey. This shaded area. Now, how about this shape, Joel? What is this shape? It's a trapezium. It's a trapezium. Then how to get the area? Very simple. අපි ගමු C1. දැන් බලන්න මේවා very simple නේ. You can get full marks. Now trapezium area, but they are not directly asking find the trapezium area. This type applications always asking, right? මේ වගේම තමයි. බලන්න exam papers. Then total area, total trapezium. What is this EF length? We are -8. Then it is 0. 8, right? 8 feet. 8 feet. මෙයා කොච්චර දිගද? 16 plus 10, 26. Then A plus B over trapezium A plus B over 2 into H ne. Then A plus B mean 8 plus 26 divide by 2 into vertical height you found. Vertical height 40. It's 20. 8 plus 26, 34. 34 into 2, 64. 34, 68 now. 60, 680 feet squared. 680 feet squared. But it is not the total area, total culvert area. That means complete part area, because arch part is hollow. Then 680 minus 180. It's 500 square feet. Very simple. 500 square feet. 500 square feet. Arch area you have to subtract because it's a hole. It's a hole. Okay, final part. If the cost of painting the two sides of the above culvert is 50 rupees per square feet, calculate the total cost. Both sides, if it is paint both sides, it is 1000 square feet. No calculations required. If it is 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees. Because both sides. If the width of the above culvert is 60 feet, width is 56 feet. Find the volume of arch section ABC. ABC volume is asking, right? In the culvert opening, yes. ABC arch volume is asking. Now how to get the arch volume? Now second part answer 1000 into 50. 50,000 rupees, right? Third part, now you have to get the volume of arch, cross section area multiplied by L, right? length. Now you have to get the cross section area of the arch. Cross section area of the arch. Now arch cross section area already given, it is 180 square feet multiplied by 6. 180 into 6. 180 into 6. 180 into 6. 1080. Sorry, 1060. Now 80. 1080 cubic feet. Cubic feet. Because it is volume. Okay, the second question is done. If you have any doubt, you can ask now. Hi. Let's move into question number 3. This one. Joel, any uniform cross-section object, volume, we can calculate the volume by cross-section area multiplied by uniform length. They're like cylinder. Now cylinder, how to get the volume? Cylinder, 5r squared means circle into h, uniform height. Samely, now it is a type of arch, right? ABC arch. Now it is length 6 feet. Maybe the 6 feet. Right? The cross section area is given 180. In previous part. Then the width mean the depth, length of the arch, it is 6. Understood? Okay. Janul, clear? Amina? Let's move into question number 3. Biodiesel has been introduced as a solution to energy crisis. Below is a flow chart of biodiesel production. Atmospheric carbon dioxide absorbed by plants, then plant produce plant oil, and then it is biodiesel. Again, biodiesel release atmospheric carbon dioxide. Name A and C according to the diagram above. A should be a methanol. A should be methanol because the next byproduct required for raw material required for biodiesel production, methanol or CH3OH. C should be now the byproduct, glycerol. B is the homogeneous catalyst. What is this? B. It is caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. B is a homogeneous catalyst, sodium hydroxide aqueous solution. Caustic soda aqueous solution. What is the potential adverse effect in this industry due to B. It's producing unwanted soap layer as result of saponification reaction. Produce unwanted soap layer result of saponification reaction. This answer, short form, that you know. Name another catalyst that can be substitute for B to increase its efficiency. Yeah, I told main two heterogeneous catalysts to reduce this problem. What are they? Zinc oxide and what are they? Zinc oxide is a good one. Magnesium oxide, yes. Not manganese oxide. Magnesium oxide, right? Joel? Yeah. Mn mean manganese oxide. Zinc oxide and magnesium oxide. හරි. ඒවා අපි හැමදාම කරන ප්‍රශ්න. Biodiesel production here cannot be considered a 100% renewable biodiesel. What is the reason? The reason, methanol obtained by petroleum industry. Methanol obtained by petroleum industry. Methanol obtained by petroleum industry. If we can get biomethanol mean by fermentation of sucrose by microorganism, then we can say it is 100% renewable. This one you all wrong. Name make a name another industry that can be used to produce C. Okay, what is a C here? Another make a C. Name another industry that can be used to produce C. C mean glycerol. Name another industry that can be used to produce C here. What is the answer? Yeah, soap. Soap byproduct also glycerol. Suggest a substitute for D. Petroleum industry. The substitute is biomethanol. Biomethanol as result of fermentation of sucrose. Biomethanol as result of fermentation of sucrose. Biomethanol as result of fermentation of sucrose by microbial culture. Microbial culture. Biomethanol. Biodiesel combustion add carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Mention any two other methods this gas released to the atmosphere. Another two methods. Combustion of petroleum. Yeah. Combustion of petroleum. What else? Respiration. Api respirate karaddi release carbon dioxide. Respiration, combustion of petroleum, yes. Carbon dioxide from biodiesel combustion does not make strong contribution to change the atmospheric composition. Briefly explain the reason for that. Why? Because biodiesel release carbon dioxide, yes, again absorbed by plants. It is circulating, right? Yes. Biodiesel release carbon dioxide again absorbed by plants and it is circulating. It is directly involved for the carbon cycle. Carbon cycle. That's why. Very easy. Make a karla final question we can discuss next day, right? Flow oil is used to in the toothpaste production to increase the quality. Below is in diagram used. Name B and D here. B is the Liebig condenser. Liebig condenser or condenser. C is the solvent chamber or solvent vessel. D, solvent chamber. Solvent chamber. There is an error in this setup. Write down how it's correctly with reason. B is an error, yeah. The cooling direction is wrong. The cooling direction is the error. The water outlet should be in upward, right? Water outlet should be in upward. Yeah, water outlet. Yeah, this is water in. It is wrong. Water outlet should be in upward to keep constant amount of water in the condenser. The water outlet should be in upward to keep constant amount of water in the condenser, right? The water outlet should be in upward to make sure continuous water flow in the condenser. Both correct, right? If now this error is if the provided water directly out flowing out. Make him no. Airspace is not the Joel reason. Then make a problem make a Joel. Abhi meheng water in karaddi this water directly flowing out. Tapi dena amount ekama flow vena. Then is there any cooling efficient? No, cooling is not efficient. But if we provide water in this direction, if we provide water in this direction, filling up to this level, then if it is completely filled, only extra amount is be flowing out. හැම වෙලාවෙම fill වෙලා තියෙන්නේ to make sure the continuous water flow of the condenser. Understood? හරියට ලියන්න ඕනේ. What is the name of this setup? What's the name? What is the name of this setup? It is a distillation method. It is simple distillation, not a steam distillation. Simple distillation. Simple distillation. What is the main chemical compound in this oil? Yeah, that is flow oil. It is eugenol. 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 Flow oil. Here comes an impure product, crude product. Right? Two methods you use to purify them. We have three main methods: recrystallization and purification method, right? Not identification. Chromatography, recrystallization and what's next one? Sublimation. Recrystallization and sublimation. Distillation also correct. Distillation also correct. Make a distillation again back. Because extraction also doing by distillation, recrystallization and sublimation. Recrystallization and sublimation and deposition. State any two difference between primary and secondary metabolites. Primary metabolites directly involved for growth, development, reproduction. But secondary not directly involved. I already gave this, right? Primary metabolites produce in very small quantities. sorry, large quantities. Secondary metabolites, very small quantities. Primary metabolites produced by all organisms. Secondary metabolites produce only specific organism. Primary metabolites produce in a entire lifetime, but secondary metabolites only produce after maturity in a specific period of lifetime, right? ඒ ටික note කරගන්න. What's a license is the government right to an inventor for an invention is patent. It's a patent, it's IP right. It's IP right. It's a legal legally license, right? To protect the ownership. Mention 3 requirements that the innovation must be fulfilled in order to obtain such this license. There are 3 main requirements. What are them? Novelty. It should, the invention should have novelty. Very important. Novelty, industrial applicable, industrial application, and innovative step. Innovative step. Novelty, innovative step, and industrial applicability. Industrial applicability. Again, industry ke useful vendor, and it should have novelty, and finally innovative step. Innovative step ekak vendor, right? Final one. State 2 benefit of such license. What are the benefits? We can get legal ownership. We can get legal ownership, and we can publish. That one also may benefit, right? Because before apply patent, we can't publish our product. එතකොට අනිත් අයට හදන්න පුළුවන්. Others also can produce our product if we publish, right? We can publish after get patent. Yeah, patent. Patent is the first part answer. Hanne, the second part okay? Sure. Novelty, industrial applicability, and innovative step. Innovative step. Okay, what are the benefits? The first benefit, legal ownership. Legal ownership. The second one, after we get now think I have patent for whatever invention, then I can publish after I get the patent. Before may submit the patent, before get the patent, we can't publish because others can also produce this product. Then it's no again novelty, right? Then what is the other advantage, benefits? We can earn. Inventor can earn some money from this patent, from this product, right? That's the third question is done. Okay, then next day, let's do fourth question and next paper, next MCQ part. Okay. Then tomorrow, don't miss fluid mechanism. Fluid mechanism we discussing what? Bernoulli's theorem. I'll explain, I'll inform, I think tomorrow you don't have exam. I think I better to do it in next week. The thing is, it has fluid mechanism questions. Okay, I'll let you know in the group. Yeah, let's do the exam next week, next Tuesday. Okay, goodbye. Remember fluid mechanism, right?